Welcome back to the anime review. This time the show we always a catch, episode 9. Now this episode is all about Prince Placido and Ida getting together. Like I was wondering how they was going to do it. Like I was wondering how the show was going to put the two of them together. But I thought like they were just going to just hook up. But they made a whole episode about it. Anyway, so it's another great episode. So let's talk about it. So the episode starts with Prince Renardo talking to his little brother Prince Placido, and he's asking him like, oh, when's him and Ida going to get together? Because the first prince not engaged with her anymore, so now he could get with her. Because aren't the two of them in love anyway? Because that's what I thought anyway from the beginning, from the first episode. But it seemed like Prince Placido doesn't want to get with her for some reason. So I was kind of confused at the moment. But then it had to cut to Maria and Ida when they had a conversation. And I started getting more of a clue to what's going on. And basically, Ida had a whole problem that she doesn't want to look like she's bad. Because it looked like she got dumped by one prince and then she went to the next. So basically, she just doesn't want to deal with the drama. So then it cuts to Maria and Prince Renardo having lunch together. And Maria, she's all getting kind of angry because she doesn't know why the two of them want to get together. Or she don't think it's that big of a deal. But Prince Renardo, he starts remembering how Ida got sick when she first been told that she could get engaged to him. And it was because of Ida's engagement with Prince Renardo, which is why they even met, which is why Maria and Ida met in the first place. And they became such good friends. Because since Ida got sick and she didn't want to eat and she couldn't really sleep like that, she went to Maria's hometown and she stayed with Maria's family until she got better. Now, I never really thought about how the two of them met each other. I thought they was always close. I thought their families were just that close that they always knew each other since they was really little. But apparently they met when they was 12. So now it's the next day at school, and Maria, she comes with a plan to get Placido and Ida together. So she tells Ida to come with her to the library to help her study for homework. But apparently Placido's there. He's reorganizing the books. So she gets Ida to help him out. But Maria's plan doesn't work because instead of the two of them talking it out about their whole situation, they just reorganize books. Now, I feel like this is a good attempt from Maria, but it still didn't work out. And if it did work out, I feel like it'd be too easy. Now, Maria's back having lunch with Renardo again, and he says that she should just let them do their own thing because she can't really force them to get together. It's about how they feel about it, so they got to deal with their own feelings first. So Maria, she kind of gives up. But before Maria leaves, the Princess A, he gives her a chestnut cake, and he tells her to share it with Ida. And apparently, this whole chestnut thing is a memory that Ida has with Prince Placido, because that's how they actually met. Because she was taking some chestnuts from a tree, and then they got into an argument. And then it was kind of funny because Ida and Prince Placido, they was very aggressive when they was little kids. And the fact that Ida chased them down throwing chestnuts at him was hilarious. So I remember when she officially got picked to be Prince Renardo's fiance, and this actually makes her start to cry. Now, Maria gives her some great advice right here. She tells her to just be selfish and do what she want to do, because apparently Ida's the type of person that she always do things that other people want, and she don't really look out for herself like that. But sometimes she gotta be selfish. So now it's the next day, and Ida and Maria are having lunch together. And when Ida's father shows up, he says he has some marriage proposals from a couple of noble sons, and he's saying that she could pick one because all of them look like good candidates. But she said she just had to think about it first. So now it's the next day at school, and one of the noble sons that offered to marry Ida is talking trash about her behind her back. And this actually angers the Prince Placido. And I was kind of curious who slapped this dude upside the head with a glove. You know what I'm saying? That caught me off guard. Yeah, so Prince Placido challenged this dude to a duel. You know what I'm saying? He got a sword out. He gives them a sword too. You know what I'm saying? But I was how can this other noble dude even win this? Because he can't cut up the prince. How is he supposed to do this? And how can he actually win? And somewhere else while this is happening, the A runs into Prince Renardo's room where Maria's at, and he tells the two of them about it, so they come running. Also, Ida hears about the duel too once she gets to school, so she gets in the middle of it, and she tells the prince that he doesn't have to fight for her honor. And she also tells the other dude that she turns down his proposal for an engagement, so he leaves and all that. And then she tells the other kids to go back to class. You know what I'm saying? So they listen, and then it's her and Prince Placido together, and she has a moment with him. And Prince Renardo's so frustrated that his hands are shaking. And this is when Ada finally makes her decision, and she decides to get what she wants. So she asks Prince Placido, will he marry her? And he agrees to it. And that's when not Ida, that's when Maria and Prince Reynardo shows up, and they're like, oh, he said Prince Reynardo, he was just waiting for this moment, because like apparently the king and the queen was also waiting for this moment. And that's basically how this episode ends. It was a pretty solid episode. I really enjoyed it. It wasn't too funny, but that was okay, because like the drama that was in this episode was pretty good. So it was a nice episode. Alright, so this is my review for this episode. If you liked the episode or didn't like the episode, leave a comment. If you enjoyed my video, leave a like. And if you enjoy my content, why don't you think about subscribing? I appreciate it. Anyway, that's all. Take care.